They determined that no probable cause exists to file any charge against Officer Wilson.
They still don't care. They ain't never gonna care. They never did care about us.
I join Michael's parents in asking anyone who protests this decision to do so peacefully.
You can't just go shoot an 18-year-old who's unarmed on the street, despite what the story may have been.
Stop trying to turn over the police vehicle immediately.
What I've seen tonight is probably much worse than the worst night we ever had in August, and that's truly unfortunate.
Activist group Anonymous has taken over the official Ku Klux Klan Twitter account, describing the group as America's homegrown terrorist group. And Anonymous has threatened to leak the details of those behind the account obtained from direct messages. But the hacktivist group came in for some criticism following its attacks on KKK websites, with some claiming it was hindering freedom of speech. Addressing this point, the group said, "Anonymous stands for freedom, so why would we strip someone of his or her freedom of speech? The Ku Klux Klan is a terrorist group. The blood of thousands of human beings are on the hands of Klansmen. In most Anonymous members' eyes, the KKK no longer has the right to express their racist, bigoted opinions." The group began the Operation KKK campaign after a local KKK group distributed leaflets in Ferguson, Missouri, threatening to take lethal force against any protesters. This comes before an expected announcement from the grand jury regarding the shooting dead of teenager Mike Brown by police officer Darren Wilson last August. On Tuesday evening, Governor Jay Nixon declared a state of emergency in Missouri, giving rise to predictions that the controversial decision about whether or not to charge Wilson will be announced in the coming days. If Wilson does not face any charges when the grand jury decision is announced, it could lead to scenes of further violence and racial tension.
The Ku Klux Klan has approximately 150 active cells, operating in 41 states, with membership concentrated in both the South and the Midwest. The KKK is not what it once was, but it does continue to survive in various locations throughout the United States. At its peak, membership was in the millions. Now, membership is likely less than 5,000. It is very important to understand, the KKK does not have a central unified leadership. Instead, they are split off into local cells or groups. We present you with this docs list. In this docs list, you will find official members of various KKK groups throughout the United States as well as their closest associates. Most are also in other extremist hate groups. You will see many names with alias beside it. If indicated, these are confirmed aliases. Other names on this list may be aliases, as well. some aliases we were unable to crack. The Klan sometimes hides behind several online identities. Given name or alias, these are the real people underneath the hoods. It is important to note that many Klan members change Klan affiliations as well as go back and forth between being Klan members and neo-Nazis, etc., sometimes both, if permitted. There is quite a bit of movement between these types of groups, usually due to infighting. For this reason, you will see some names of individuals that are listed as neo-Nazis and so on. Some members of this list are quite dangerous, sociopathic individuals. Others are not. Data collected for Operation KKK was gathered over approximately 11 months, and those included on this list were identified primarily through HUMINT, human intelligence, data collection strategies. This means that individuals on this list were often identified by human sources of information through both overt, interviewing expert sources, and covert, digital espionage social engineering, methods. Individuals on our list were also identified through open source intelligence strategies, as INT. This is a broad array of information and sources that are generally available to the public. This includes multimedia, academic records and public data. Members often told on themselves to us about their connections with the KKK during various chat conversations we had with Klan members and affiliates throughout the course of our operation. You never know who you are talking to on the internet. We consider this data dump as a form of resistance against the violence and intimidation tactics leveraged against the public by various members of Ku Klux Klan groups throughout history.